So you're like, well, okay, what's the deal with the majorial race, right? What's the deal with them, right? What's wrong with them, right? All of these people, right? All of the candidates, they're talking about the same things, right? They're all referring to the same phenomena, right? The same institutions, right? The same, like, buildings, and they're all talking about the same thing, right? Tell me, do you know any of these? When they talk about a program, do you know any of those programs? Let's be honest. Be honest. When they talk about the housing department, do you know any of these departments? Be honest. Be honest. I know there's gonna be like there's gonna be a handful of you who's gonna be like, yeah, I heard of that one thing. What about everything else? You hear these guys, oh, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. All three of them. We're doing this, we're doing that. Do you know they could be making, what if I told you, they could be making up every single word they said, everything could have been completely made up. Fantasy. Would you know the difference? Would you know the difference? No, you wouldn't fucking know the difference. You wouldn't know fucking jack shit. And that is why we need a society interface. It don't matter what the fuck you believe in. It don't matter what you believe in. It don't matter, unless you're a fucking Nazi. Right? But it don't fucking matter what you believe in. Oh, hey guys. Sorry. Just had to speak with the firefighter boys. Boop, 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 boop. The coolest motherfuckers on the block. Not gonna lie, they fight fire. Anyway, sorry. Where was I? Right? Be fucking honest with me. Be honest. You didn't have a single fucking clue what they were talking about. You didn't have no clue. They could have made all of that up. You ain't know. You want to know why you don't know? Right? Because we have been fucking being led. Our leaders are a bunch of fascist, pedophile, evil motherfuckers, all of them, right? And well, besides that part, right? They're also terrible leaders, right? Until we have a map of our society, right? You know how you can fucking walk home, nobody has to tell you about a bill, how to fucking walk home, right? Until you have a map in where you know how the fuck your society works, right? You're gonna stop pretending. You'll actually know what the fuck they're talking about, or at least you could reference it in a meaningful way. But right now, what do we have? We have 8 million of us pretending that we know what the fuck they're talking about. And a lot of people know what they're talking about, right? They know but it's not enough. It's not enough. You understand? It's not enough. Everyone needs to understand these institutions, right? They need to have a mental map. The same way you have a mental map of your home and all of the shits, the bills and right? We need that of our society, right? Until then, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. You can vote for 1 million individuals, and they will all fail you. They will fail you because it is impossible for an individual to understand the nature of our society. It's impossible. Until every single one of us are looking directly at all of these intersecting structures, right? Legal, material, whatever, son. We're gonna get played. We're gonna get played. Or whoever the fuck we vote for, it's impossible. It's impossible. So I ask you to listen to my words. Listen to this idea and join me. We will build this interface. We will give these stupid fucking bastards the roadmap to actually fucking govern themselves properly. For these stupid, demonic ass, pedophile ass motherfuckers, or it doesn't even matter, son. They could be a saint. They could be they could be Jesus himself, son. Jesus himself could come, and he won't be able to explain everything to you, son. He literally can't. What do you think they use poetry for? They use poetry and similes and metaphors, dog. Because they can't. He wouldn't even be able to explain to you the intersecting nature of all these governments and it doesn't matter. It don't fucking matter. And then we're seeing these people going like, well, oh, he has experience doing this, or experience to do what? What if all he does is go home and fucking scratch his ass? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't fucking know. Be honest, son. You wouldn't know. The most that we know is the name of these departments. Now, the Department of Transportation. That's as deep as it goes for like 98% of us, right? The other 2%, right, don't know the other 98%, and it's vice versa everywhere. We will give these people, we will give them the sight that they need to free themselves and make their own choice, son. Because what they should be asking them, son, they should already know all the possibilities of possibilities. They should already know them before they wait for someone to tell them. They should already, every single 8 million of us should take 3 seconds to boop, boop. The same way we could keyword something in Wikipedia, right? The same as, just as quick, son. Just as quick. And with a single glance, they understood, they know what the buildings are, what the laws are, who's running it, what the inputs are, with a single glance. Because our brains can do that. With a single glance, our brains can just absorb it all. If you represent it right, that's all it needs. They don't need to be experts. But all of these people are talking about fixing the same system, and we don't know the system. They don't know the system. Nobody knows the system. They could just be lying to us. No, we already know the system. We know all 17 possible solutions, and you're just gonna fucking argue one. Or whatever. I don't fucking know how it would look. But it's fucking stupid. It's fucking ridiculous. Let us give these people the interface, the map they deserve.